Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Lotte from Germany, and this is my channel, Lotte Steps into the Unknown. This is my first video on this channel and in general, so welcome to many firsts. Sometimes life just is way too loud for us to listen to the messages intended for us. Trust me, I know this so well for myself. Life gets busy and you're just too busy to listen. So today I'm being called to give you your messages. Thank you very much for having me be a medium. And let's get into this. I have already prepared 3 piles for you. This is pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Let me introduce the piles to you. Pile number 1, the Chariot. Pile number 2, 5 of Pentacles. And pile number 3 is the Explorer of Pentacles. Just take a minute and draw the energy up your spine and take a deep breath to get into clear knowing. And I will see you with your piles. Welcome, pile number 1. This is your reading. Your significator card is the Chariot, and then I already prepared a few oracle cards for you, and then later on we will draw some more guidance from the tarot deck. First of all, thank you for giving me the opportunity to deliver this message for you, and let's start. Your significator card is the Chariot, and the Chariot very much speaks of willpower, autonomy, kind of like the river making its own way through the mountains, through the forest. Sometimes it's small because there's just a little space for the river to go, and then as soon as it finds its way, it's getting big and wide and running into the ocean. So yeah, this is your significator card. Let's see what else we can do. Big message about the Chariot is, if there's willpower, there's a way to get there, and you are so magnificent that you are the one finding your own way. You don't have to go everyone else's way. Not every river runs the same way. You don't have to go the same way as everyone else. You will find your own way. Okay, let's look at your first. I'm going to put the tarot cards in the corner here. Let's look at your first oracle deck. I feel my way into faith, one step at a time. So yeah, what's funny is I see the bridge between the mountains where the river was running, and I feel like this is very much how I felt, like very much how I felt thinking of the Chariot and the river. Is the river runs below and finds its own way, but all around there are so many possibilities of ways to go, going with the river, going across the river. And your oracle card kind of says the same thing. With faith, you will just find your own way, whether that is through the river, through the mountains, or over a bridge. Losing yourself. It's okay to feel lost in your partner. It's okay to be yourself and have your own life too. I feel like this is a reminder what a lot of us have been doing when we're trying to find our own way. We are often also trying to hold the hands of the people that are important to us. And while this often feels safe, they are going their own way. And by taking their hand and going with them, you're kind of joining them on their way, but just make sure that you're not losing your own. Like this card says it very clearly. It's okay to be yourself and have your own life. It's okay to find your own way, one step at a time. It's okay to find your own river path, because that's what it's about willpower, and more importantly, your own willpower and not anyone else's. So maybe this is already a hint from Spirit telling you, maybe take a little step back from someone else's life and take a step into your own direction, whatever that might be. And then I have 2 more oracle cards from the Feminine Wisdom deck. This is not about gender or your gender or anyone's gender. It's about your feminine side. And I really, really do love this deck. And I think I'm going to read the messages to you because they always make me feel very loved and wholesome. So yeah, let's see what you got. The number 14. Support, encouragement, and assistance. What immediately draws me in with the 3 women is all of them look into their own direction. Yes, they are holding hands, they are keeping each other company, and they are keeping each other company, and they are holding on to each other and giving each other support. But each of them is not only having their own pose, their own hair color, their own dress. They also all look in their own direction. And I feel like that's very important, especially to you right now, is finding your own way. But yes, with the help and support and encouragement of your community, but still your own way. So let's see what the book says for you. Number 14. I'm going to try and hold it so you can see. Support. To give encouragement or assistance. This card is here to remind you that you are safe, you are loved, you are worthy and protected. You are free to choose your own path and direction, knowing that you are being guided at all times. When the path seems a little cloudy and uncertainty takes over, take a step back for a moment, take your time and let intuition and your inner knowledge take the lead. You do not have to solve everything at once. With little steps and great support, big things are possible. And for your affirmation, the clarity and knowledge is for your affirmation. The clarity and knowledge I need is deeply rooted within me. I like the synchronicities on this side because it's card number 14 on page number 41. And your last oracle card, number 21, progress, development, advanced condition. And you have a little yoga pose here in the moon cycle. To me, this always speaks it in the direction of progress is consistent. And I don't mean the progress in of itself is consistent. What I mean is taking a step every day is progress. Taking 2 steps every day is progress. But taking 1 step and never again, that's not progress. That's just 1 step. And I feel like the moon cycle here represents that very good, because today is the full moon. The next day there is a different moon. It's never the same. It keeps moving in cycles and cycles. There is never a stop. And I feel like that's the same with progress. It's the deep-rooted confidence within self to keep going. I'm going to put that, the leaf is a little bit in the way, but we're going to leave that there. Let's see what the book says about number 121. Progress. Movement towards a desired outcome, development, and advanced condition. This card invites you to take a look back and cherish all the progress you have made so far. It's so easy to get distracted and discouraged by the smallest, unimportant things, to lose motivation or compare your chapter 3 with somebody else's chapter 8. But this is your path. Nobody else can walk it but you. It hasn't been perfect, and it never will be. But choose to trust the process. Trust wholeheartedly that the progress you have made so far is only the beginning of greater things. And your affirmation is, the progress I have made is important. Yes. So I think your cards are telling us that you need to step into your own and find your own path. There's a lot of messages about being in, like, building strength into your own faith, into your own intuition. But that doesn't mean that all the progress and all the steps you've already made are to be disregarded. They are to be cherished, to be grateful for. Ooh, I like this reading. I'm claiming this energy. So let's get into a few tarot cards to see if there's anything else you need to know about your journey, but I feel like the message for you is very clear. Find your own way and trust into being supported by your guides, the universe, and your faith. Any messages left for pile number 1? What else does pile number 1 need to know? Pile number 1. Ooh, there's a lot of going on here. I'm going to keep those in the deck, and the 2 you will take. So let's see what we have here. So we have the 2 of swords, and it's about the crossroad. 2 of those. Let me show you your card. So, can we focus this? Yes, there we go. So the 2 of cards is you are at a crossroads, and often the 2 is also connected to a decision, which very much is, the epitome of a crossroads. Your words are at crossroads, avoiding the truth, 2 of choices. And I feel like this is what the reading has been telling you. It's you got the choice of stepping onto your own path and finding your own way, being, you know, very full of willpower and faith for your own path and taking that. Or, you know, there's always the path to keep going as is, but that's also a choice. And I feel like a lot of us, me included, sometimes forget that it actually is a choice between going, like, keep going the same path you've been going on and changing your path. So I'm going to leave that with you here, and I'm going to place it here because the crossroads also reminds me of the bridge we are seeing. And then we have the Page of Coins. So let me see if I can focus this for you. Oh, it doesn't want to. There we go. So the Page of Coins. And it's a girl with a little thrifted shirt here. And it says, young but grounded. A solid beginning and a strong foundation. This reminds me a little bit of, you know, a young woman coming into her faith and her spirituality. And, you know, at the beginning when you're young, you're not full of means, as in money, resources. So you find your way with what you can reach. And at least for me, when I was younger, that always was the thrift store first. So I feel like no decision, no start is the wrong one. It's where you start. Is you have already been given all the things you need. You have all the knowledge you need. It's just the start. Like it said, young but grounded, solid beginning, and strong foundation. I feel like I want to put this here to the support where it feels very much grounded. Because that's what it is. Like, clearly your guides have been trying to get messages for you. Clearly you have been supported and assisted throughout your life. So maybe today is the start for the new beginning. And that pile number 1 is it for you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for allowing me to deliver your message. I do plan to maybe do a few German videos, so if you are interested in that, definitely do leave a comment. And I am offering personal readings. Welcome, pile number 2. This is your significator card, the 5 of Pentacles, and I've already prepared a few oracle cards for you that we're going to look into, and then we're going to draw some more guidance from the tarot deck. So yeah, let's get into it. The 5 of Pentacles. The 5 of Pentacles represents struggle and scarcity in most terms, because it's about acknowledging what you're lacking, but it's also acknowledging what you already have. And by that I mean acknowledging that I would like to have more friends that are for my highest good, but not disregarding the friends that I have that are very good friends to me. This is kind of what the Pentacles speak of, is the wolf. Maybe it's a lonely wolf. That's dependent on you. Take what resonates with you. but it's walking up to the stones of Pentacles, the 5 up here. And while the wolf yet doesn't have the Pentacles yet, it also is within sight and within reach. And so I think for this reading, it's important to focus on both sides. Be honest with acknowledging what you are lacking, but also being grateful what you already have and really acknowledging what you already have. Because a lot of times, the things you already have will help you get where you want to be, what you're seeking. Yeah, I'm gonna place you. So let's see. Your first oracle card is the energy is gaining momentum. The waxing moon. And first of all, look at the beautiful scenery, the purple mountains, little birds flying, and the moon in its growing phase. And I think this is very true for you, is while with the 5 of Pentacles, you acknowledge something is missing. Something is also coming. And this is kind of like a promise here. The energy is gaining momentum, meaning by acknowledging what's lacking and acknowledging what you already have, this is where we're going. This is where the energy keeps growing. A personal issue reaches resolution. Now, for you, this can be something in your personal relationships, with an argument with a friend, maybe a financial issue. With the 5 of Pentacles, that's very much about material abundance and materialistic things. Either way, what the universe is telling you is something is being resolved for you. Something is reaching a resolution, and you are not only guided to your resolution, but being heavily supported with this resolution. It might be something small that you really needed, or might be something big that wasn't as important as you thought it was. But it's coming to it's reaching a resolution. I really love the moon card so much. A new romantic cycle begins. Now, I want to make sure that, this is not always about a romantic relationship with someone else. It can also be very much about self-love here. And a new relationship with yourself that is more balanced and more, maybe more focused on you than anyone else. Sometimes I feel like when we're not in a good relationship with ourselves, it's also hard to find the balance with the relationship with someone else. So the work, not only the work, but like the journey always starts within. And I'm going to be honest with you, having a balanced relationship with yourself, that's the best thing you can have, because it's the foundation for everything else you do, for every relationship with anyone else you hold. And now to the last oracle card I have prepared to you. This oracle card is from the Feminine Wisdom deck. This does not speak about your gender, it just speaks about your feminine side, as well as everyone has a feminine side and a masculine side. So let's look at this, and I'm probably gonna read from the book for you, because this just has beautiful messages that I always enjoy reading, but also feel like they provide so much guidance that, I don't know, it just hits really deep to my heart. So let's see what you got. Home, the number 18. And your words are safe haven and comfort zone. And it's a woman holding her heart and her stomach, where her intuition and her life source is rooted, with all the beautiful flowers in the back. And I'm being drawn to the mushrooms, because when mushrooms grow on like trees and everything, they usually are in a symbiotic relationship with the tree, meaning they gain what they need from the relationship with the tree, and the tree also gains something, kind of like a win-win situation. The way she is sitting there just makes me being drawn really into myself. Like, she's just sitting there with herself. It's, ooh, that synchronicity. I think this is about the relationship with the new relationship that begins. So let's see what card number 18 says. What does the book says? Number 18. There we go. So number 18, home, safe haven, comfort zone, place where we are at peace. Welcome home. This is the place where you belong, the place where your inner child feels safe and secure, where you can be comfortable with who you are, physically, spiritually, and accept yourself and all your flaws and virtues. Forgive yourself to show yourself kindness and empathy as you would to your own child. Now, that doesn't mean you have your own child, but you know, you have a loving heart, so make sure to protect it. And your affirmation is, this heart of mine, my soul, and this body are my sacred sanctuary. I'm choosing to shower them with love. I think this confirms what I got with this card, that your romantic relationship might very much be a relationship with yourself, and not just attending to yourself, but also your inner child, feeling safe in your own space and creating the safety of that space. And oftentimes we would like other people to be responsible for us being safe in our own space, but actually it's our own job to, heal and have, not only have, but build a good relationship with ourselves and feel safe in our own space. Ooh, I like this reading. So yeah, let's see if we get some more tarot cards for clarity, although I do not feel like there is a lot of clarity we need. I feel like there is acknowledging both the good and the bad, what we are lacking and what we already have, and then trusting for resolution and peace and building your own safe haven. Let's see. Any clarifications for pile number 2? Clarifications, I can already tell this one. Ooh, and this one too. Are there any more cards for pile number 2? There we go. 3 it is. 3 we will do. So let's see what your first card is. The Star. Faith, renewal, and healing. Yeah, you are the star. All you need to do is have faith in yourself and trust yourself. I feel like this is such a nice confirmation for everything we had already. Like all the cards we have been having is really do heal the relationship with yourself and start a new romantic cycle. And I feel like what's significant about this card, and this might not be for you, but I feel like with her pouring out the bottles, it's her letting go of what doesn't serve her. And that does take a lot of faith, a lot of strength, and it also has required healing before to be able to do that and let go of habits and maybe addictions that aren't serving you anymore. The Nine of Swords. Depression, intense anxiety, and feeling hopeless. Yeah, I think that's what personal issue comes to a resolution. Because we already know you have faith. You are the star. You are ready by letting go of what is holding you back. And depression, intense anxiety, and feeling hopeless, that's a lot about dwelling on what you don't have. And I think we talked about this earlier with the Five of Pentacles. Yes, the Five of Pentacles is about everything that you, or not everything, but a lot of what you're lacking. But it's also about you pitying yourself, you focusing on all the things you don't have, which definitely leads to depression. And I speak for myself and from like my own experiences. The more you dwell in what you don't have, what you wish you had but you have no way of getting to, what you can't do on your own, or where you don't see a way, that's like leading you into all these feelings of depression, intense anxiety, and feeling hopeless. And I think spirits want to know that, yes, acknowledging is okay, but wallowing in it is not. And I think very much your guides are helping you to see all the things you already do have, to leave all these feelings behind and move forward and have this issue and this pulling back resolved for you. And the third one is the Six of Wands. Achievement, recognition, and being in the spotlight. Yeah. Part of starting a new relationship with yourself is not only being truthful about the things you like to enhance or cover up, but it's also acknowledging all the things you can do, all the talents you have, the things you love to do, and, you know, giving yourself permission to really do see and feel in all of your past accomplishments and seeing them for what they are, because not everyone can get a bachelor's degree. Not everyone can get their, you know, diploma at the end. Not everyone can do this or that, but you did. And it's time to acknowledge and recognize yourself for that. And I think acknowledging and recognizing this for yourself is what starts the new cycle. So yeah, I think this is it. This was a wonderful reading. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to deliver this message to you. Do claim it. And if you want to know about the decks I'm using, I will link them for you in the information box. And I am German and I do speak German. I am planning to do German readings. So if you are interested in that and would like German readings, do comment in. Welcome, pile number 3. This is your reading. And your significator card is the Explorer of Pentacles. And then I've already prepared a pile of oracle cards for you and for clarification, or if we need any more messages and information, I have my tarot deck over here. So yeah, let's start and get into it. The Explorer of Pentacles is also the Queen of Pentacles in this deck. And as you can see here, it's a bear wandering their own path to where they are being drawn to and need to go. And kind of like the Queen of Pentacles being stubborn. That's the way, that's where they need to go. And sometimes it doesn't necessarily matter what they have to go through to get there, because they are dedicated, they are tough, and they're to get there. Yeah, so let's see. It's not, dedication is also about dedication to oneself and acknowledging maybe the parts that keep you from going your way. Like the thoroughness and toughness, there are also blocks. Like, you know, when you do it hard and you feel like it has to be perfect, and kind of are getting stuck midway through, or don't feel like you're gonna ever reach that perfect point and stop working at all. It's acknowledging that and working through it and being headstrong while still finding your own way. So let's see what your oracle cards say. A time to give rather than take. Interesting. With a beautiful green woman. Oh, that reminds me of Healing Power, the green. And her flower crown fitting for a Queen of Pentacles. With the healing, maybe you're supposed to give some healing, then take. Let's see what your cards say. So these oracle cards from a deck that's called What's Blocking You, the Singles and Relationship deck. It's less about the actual relationship, more about the blocks and the inner workings of self. So let's see what you get. Burned out. You are feeling emotionally burned out right now. Retreat and recover before continuing. I feel like time to give rather than to take. I feel like that's also about giving yourself permission to take rest. And I myself and a lot of my friends and people around me are always okay, but when I rest, I miss out on something. Yes, that is true. Life goes on while you are resting, but also if you have no energy left to, you know, go out in the world and be yourself and, you know, fulfill your purpose, do your work, you know, be with your family, there's nothing good coming out of it, because you will be exhausted. You will be easier to anger, easier to get mad, easier to get frustrated with yourself and others. And that's not really a good basis to start anything at all. So while giving and being, you know, gracious to others, not recognizing when you need a break and taking that rest, that's something you need to recognize. And maybe, you know, work on a little bit for yourself. The next one is getting crumbs. You deserve more than crumbs of affection. With a little boy looking out into the ocean. Ooh, this just like made my whole body tingle, because I feel like a lot of times what's blocking us from getting everything that we deserve And I'm not talking about what I think I deserve, just what's meant for me by the universe or meant for you by the universe. We kind of block ourselves by being okay with getting less. And those are little things. Like, I don't know, I'm selling my car and I have this number in mind that I think I want for this. And then the person comes by and offers way less. And because I'm scared to not get anything at all, I agree. And I agree to getting the crumbs for myself. This talks about you deserve more crumbs of affection. Wait for the ones who adore you. It talks about a relationship with other, but it also talks about the relationship with yourself. You deserve more than you're sometimes allowing yourself to get. And also, you need to love yourself a little bit more. Self-neglect. You are neglecting your own needs in relationships. Practice self-care. I feel like we're getting a theme here of you need to take care of yourself. You need to put yourself first. You are the Queen of Pentacles. No one else. You are. You are yourself the Queen of Pentacles. So start treating yourself like that. Give yourself the rest you need. Recognize that you need more and take care of yourself more. Like none of the relationships you have are as important as the relationship you have with yourself. And you need to take care of yourself. Like that is it. You are the most important person in your life. Your body is going to carry you to an old age. Nobody else's, just yours. Too passive. Take initiative to meet someone and keep the passion ignited. Oh, I think you are being too passionate to meet yourself. I think you need to get out there, take care of yourself, and meet yourself. And ignite the passion within yourself. And the last of your oracle decks is no good ones. There is someone out there for you. Don't let this false belief make you miss out. And it's a woman walking through a dark, I'm guessing it's a club or maybe an alleyway. Oh. I feel like what this is telling you is you are out there, the Queen of Pentacles. You know, you have all that willpower, ability, thoroughness. But you don't trust yourself that there is the right person for you out there, that there is, you know, the situation out there that you are being put first. You get what you deserve, what you truly deserve, what's meant for you, not just what you're allowing yourself to let happen. And I think all that comes down to this actually. You need to recognize you are the fucking queen. You need the rest. You deserve so much more than you've been getting. And the self-neglect is very much about how you treat yourself is how you let others treat you, and kind of the journey starts within. And once all these blocks, once you put yourself first, there's just this little step of getting outside and finding the one that is meant for you, because this is just listing your blocks. I think to me there is a question of how do I get what I want? And the universe is saying, this is what you need to take care of. You need to stop thinking there is no one else out there for you. You need to, honestly, too passive often comes for me is staying on inside the whole time, eating what you're comfortable with. Yes, you should eat some, maybe some vegetables, but you go back to your junk food. And all these blocks are little actions that are telling the universe about your energy. And I feel like it's time to actually recognize your own energy and like put out there what you already know is within you. So yeah, definitely believe in yourself. Let's see if we get a few more clarifications and messages from the Tarot deck. Ooh, there, come flying out right there. Any more messages for pile number 3? I'm gonna do this. Number 1, number 2, and here we have the 3rd. Are we getting a 4th? I feel like we're getting a 4th, maybe a 5th. Are there any more messages we need to know? Any clarifications for pile number 3? Oh, this one. There's the 4th. There we go. Okay, let's see what we got here. I feel like up until now, it's a lot of things that we still need to work on. So let's see what we get. Like I said, the 2 of Cups. Mutual respect, love, and equality. Mutual respect, love, and equality. And I feel like this is a lot about a relationship with other people. You give what you get and you get what you give. The way you scream into the woods, it screams back at you. And sometimes we forget to say this, but it's also about mutual from the other side. It's not just you give and they take. And you share what you have and they take. It's we do a picnic and both of us are bringing something to the table. The next one is the Ace of Cups. New relationships, pure intention and joy. I think the Ace of Cups is showing you what this is keeping you from. Because with all these blocks, they are also blocking you from stepping into that space of finding new relationships, having pure intentions, because you are getting exactly what you deserve and you are only asking what you deserve, nothing more and nothing less, and being real about it. The joy is speaking to me because she's dancing, being so free, and I feel like she really took the time to recharge her energy, take care of herself. She knows what she deserves, and she feels so full within herself that she can just enjoy. That's what I'm getting here. She's enjoying herself. The 3 of Coins, collaborations, focused effort, and common goals. Interesting. So by getting out there, you will meet people that match your energy. The universe is giving back to you what you are offering. And it's time to take the initiative and get out there. Do those collaborations with the people that match your energy. And it's also something about when you're happy within yourself, that's the kind of people you are drawing to you. And honestly, finding the people you see eye to eye with, and I don't necessarily mean having the same opinions of everything, it's about matching energy. It's you want to do something really fucking awesome, and I want to do something really fucking awesome, and that just happens to be very similar. So let's be together and be fucking awesome, and focus on our shared goals instead of all the things that separate us. Because at the end of the day, what brings us together with people, it's always what we have in common, not where we differ from each other. That's usually the things that keep us apart. And your last card is the magician. That's clearly a difficult word for me to say as German. Let's see if we can focus on this. Doesn't want to. But you are seeing the magician, the transformer of energy. The magician is known to already have everything they need. And in this card, you can see she's clearly doing a spiritual ritual or more of a witchy spiritual ritual, and she has everything. She has all the ingredients. She's got her magic wand, she got fire, and she got everything she needs. She's protected and she's fully secure in herself and starting her way. That's what the universe is telling you. This is you. You already got everything you need. The blocks is you holding yourself back, not everyone else. And what your card says is resourcefulness, manifestation, and make things happen. And I feel like this is literally, this is a good final message for you. You are the magician. You already got everything you need. Be resourceful, and you will get everything that's coming to you and probably more. Wow. This was a great reading. Thank you for letting me be your messenger. So happy. I think this is it for you. I don't feel like we need any more cards, any more clarifications. I am going to link the decks I've been using for you below in the information box in case you are interested. I'm also planning to make German videos. Well, I speak German, I am from Germany, and if you are interested in that and want to have your readings in German, do leave a comment for me so I know that you are up for it. Other than that, thank you so much